Yo, what up? My throat is actual death. For reasons that I don't understand, but hey. How's chat doing? I don't know about you, but shredding cabbage gets me pretty excited. Lewd question mark. Yo, we finally cleared the fight before Kefka, so now we're on Kefka, but Savage. It's a pretty great fight. Actually, we're not even on the true fight, we're on the gatekeeper version, I guess. So the way it works, the way they've been doing it is, in Heaven's Ward, there was an enemy called Faust, which basically acted as a gatekeeper DPS check. If you could kill Faust, you could probably kill the fight. But they usually did that in the first fight in a raid tier. You feel bad for anyone not seeing the chat. Well, shredding cabbage is exciting. I don't know what you're on about. You should try it. Great fun. They usually did that in the first fight in a tier. But with Stormblood, they started doing it with the last fight in a tier. For instance, the last raid tier was XII was the final fight. Was that double paused? That was weird. So normal mode version of the fight, you fought X-Death, and that was it. When you go to Savage, you fight X-Death for a little bit, and then he turns into Neo X-Death, and then that's when the true fight begins, quote unquote. So they did the same thing with Kefka. So in normal mode, you just fight Kefka, but when you go to Savage, you fight Kefka for a bit, and then you fight God Kefka, because it's Kefka, and he has a God Kefka version in the original game, so... We have not made it to God Kefka. We're still struggling with the first part. It's a cool fight, though. I'll probably make a video of it at some point, and the other fights. The other fights are okay. Kefka's pretty neat, though. But anyway. We're back here. I should probably tab out and do this, because I forgot I had that up. There you go. I've done it. Professional streamer. But we're back here for a reason. I have figured out how to steal from Death Gaze. So we're gonna try to do that and get Mithuna. Vaughn is my stealer. Whoops. I could just have the Gambit do it, but there's really no reason to have the Gambit do it. Redis, I would prefer not being here. Hello, DS. How are you? I prefer Redis not being here, but he's here, so... Hello, Green Giant. So the way to do this is before he puts the paling up, well, while he puts the paling up preferably, we have to do some quantity of damage to him. Preferably exactly like that. And then we wait. We just stand around for a little bit, he'll wobble. Eventually he will remove his own paling so that he can heal himself, because Renew, which is the thing he heals with, is a technique, so he can't use it while the paling's up. Can I put Redis to sleep? I could, but he'll eventually wake up, so I'm just hoping he dies at some point, to be honest. So it has removed its own paling. And we scurry over here while it casts Renew, and then we steal from it, and then we fuck off into this direction. And basically that's the whole premise of it. It's pretty simple. About the eternal sleep, I could just kill him, you're not wrong. In fact, we should probably go ahead and do that. Hey Redis. It was nice knowing you, my friend. Anyway. But that's basically what we have to do. It is still a rare steal, so unfortunately it's not exactly the easiest thing, and there is a chance we get hit with Curse here. Or Fireball, which kills her. Unfortunately kills her. It's kind of RNG what he casts, and some of the things he casts are... CT0. He really likes giving me Phoenix Downs. I don't want Phoenix Downs. I've heard of people getting the... Oh, I have the battle speed all the way down. So this is the best we can do here. We'll do this for a little bit. I've heard of people getting the required items in like 15 minutes or so, but it is RNG. The battle speed is all the way down, but he has CT0 on some stuff. Of course you cast Fireball again because you're a dick. Why wouldn't you? It doesn't really matter that she dies, it just makes it a little bit easier to tell when he's gonna remove the paling, if he's casting something. Did sap actually go off? No. Well, that's a problem. We have to do damage to it, by the way. Well, you're dead again. At least sap went off that time. If you don't do some sort of damage... This is gonna be awkward. If you don't do some sort of damage, Death Gaze will not cast Renew. That was a bit rude of you, my friend. And if you screw it up, he kills people. It's great fun. But anyway, also banging drawers in the background. Let me through the door. And scooting chairs. I'm sorry that's so loud, but nobody around here understands noise. Now the problem with this is it's a 6% rare steel. The problem with the other option is we have to kill the Archaeavis Herbavis is in the Zertnan Caverns, which is difficult. Why would you stop casting Fireball, dude? Oh, I didn't mean to revive you. I'm sorry, Redis. I appear to have brought you into doom and despair. You can do any sort of magic, by the way. It's probably better for us to do something like... Do you have any magic? No. It's probably better for us to just do something like this. Also turn her gambits off so she doesn't do stupid stuff like run. Oh. Well, you know, step one is actually dealing damage. Let's just reset. This is why I was using sap. But I thought fire would at least do 1 damage, but apparently not. Now we know. Alright, let's bring Ash back in. Apparently she's our damage dealer at this fight. There we go. Did it apply? No. Very aggressively wiggling. He's no longer immune to physical damage. There is a singular pixel where you can cast your spell right there. And get away. We missed again, so it's irrelevant. And get away before he actually gets a cast off, but it's a bit picky. Did chat do anything fun yesterday? While we do this nonsense, because it's going to be a while. Ah, Ash. You have one job. We may as well give her a Sage's Ring, I guess. You watched streams and played FF13. Ah, that sounds pretty good. Didn't do any cabbage? Alright, game. He doesn't even have shell anymore. This is just disappointing at this point. Can you apply bleed over regen, actually, now that I think about that? I think you can. It's possible you can't, though. And I'm just wasting my time. Well, he doesn't have regen anymore, so... Should probably go ahead and just start doing Dispel and then Bleed, but... Alright, well, not. Alternatively, that could happen. Cabbage is just today. Oh. I would have made a target with that. Good job, Vaughn. I'm proud of you. It would be fantastic if bleed would actually apply itself to the enemy like it's supposed to most of the time. The other thing I could do is probably the better thing, because she's dead, but at least it worked. And just do Knots of Rust instead. We'll probably do that. Deathgaze is readying Renew before I am ready to do things. Well, at least it applied. Good enough. One of these days we'll get the item, man. One of these days. Alright, Bosch, go away. Let's try the old... Throw an X-Potion at herself. Let's try the old Knots of Rust. Which are somewhere in here. There they are. Aw, lame. That didn't work as planned. Alright, fine, game. We'll do it your way. A boring way that causes me to miss about 80 trillion times. Well, that's fine. No longer immune to physical damage. And it missed. This is why I wanted to use Knots of Rust, because Knots of Rust cannot miss. It needs to go off before he's immune though, and I don't know if that's physically possible anymore. It used to be. This is not cooperating with me, you might notice. We should kill Redis. I don't know why that entertains me so much, but hey. Is there a way to make... Well, her being crit health would make it apply more often, I guess. How much damage does she do to herself, out of curiosity? Hey, she's crit now. Briefly, before she regens. And it still missed, so it doesn't matter. Well, this strategy does work, if you can do damage to it, but we appear to be having technical difficulties with that. We could do, potentially, this. No, stop that. There we go. Couldn't get the mini to come up. Because she has many things. Does she have the staff on? Is it weak to air? Who knows? Or vulnerable to air, I should say. Oh, that heals it. Alright, good to know. Should do fire. In theory, you can do this whole process in about 30 seconds, because that's how long it takes the paling. There we go, took a fall off. You did curse. I wish you'd not done that. Ah, whatever. Missed my window because I wasn't paying attention. Doesn't matter. Charger barding. That's not what we wanted. We can just use Pinello, because Pinello can't miss, to do the damage. And then we can do this, so that they stop bleeding profusely. Preferably. Curse is probably the worst thing he can cast because it is, I think, instant cast. And it's also Curse, which is really bad, as you could probably tell. Any sort of magic he casts is good, though. Just, you know, whenever you feel like it, my friend. Like, seriously though, like, you probably should have done it, but there he goes. Phoenix down, of course. Always a Phoenix down. Look, man, I just want to get the gun, if possible. If we don't get it in like the next, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, we're just gonna move on. We're gonna actually be in range to hit the thing. Do I have her War Mage? Hey, it's Andromeda Herpter. Where even is War Mage? Ah, she has it, okay. Ow. That's a bit rude of you, my friend. It's actually faster if the target dies, as it turns out, but then we have to wait for this thing, because I screwed myself. Yeah. Yeah, sort of screwed myself there, with the Phoenix down. This is why I hate items sometimes. There we got 1 health, doesn't matter, kills us in 1 hit anyway. Oh, right, that kills us in 1 hit. Huh? Did it. Fuck you. Right. I suppose we should do something about the fact that we have 1 health. I guess. We only have 2 serums, apparently. We should buy more serums. What's my least favorite change / feature of ZA? From the international version or from the original 12? Because from international, the only thing that really changed is autosave and 2 jobs. Compared to US release, the least favorite change from US release. Even though it really has no effect on anything, I'd probably say the change to Zodiac Spear and the introduction of those other items that are invisible has really no effect on anything whatsoever, but I don't like those. Other than that, I don't really think anything. I like the job system, so I like that they added that, because I hated the original license board. I like the changes to some hunts to make them more difficult. I wish this one would stop being a dick to me, but hey. To doing that, because it's getting the cast off. Other than that, I don't think there's any negative changes. Like, they changed the power of some weapons that probably made the game, well, it did make the game easier. They changed the HP values of some enemies. There's no damage limit now, so you can do more damage. That sort of thing. If we're talking difference between... So we should do paling? Yeah, immediately. We still haven't got the item yet. If we're talking difference between PS2 and PS4, my favorite thing is probably the removal of the animation lock. Not animation lock, effect queue. That's what I was going for. Yeah, there's no damage limit by default. Which means black magic is much more useful. Because it hits real hard. When you're slightly level than higher 3. Slightly higher than level 3. Words are hard. There's no effect queue, which most people probably don't actually know what that means. I can explain it though. But that's a PS4 thing. The PC version has nice changes. You can do New Game Plus and New Game Minus instantly. I wish you'd not done that. Wish you'd not done that, but hey, here we are. Charger barding, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, dang it. Is she still confused? No, because she got hit. For instance, this is the PC version. I hadn't played through on this version to unlock New Game Minus or New Game Plus. But it's just available from the start. Yes, it's the term for weak mode. Weak mode, I think, was the term used in the international version, but that version had no English. Official English version. That was the fan-translated definition, or fan-translated version. Because I think the PS4 version used New Game Minus as well. New Game Plus is strong mode. What was I doing? Oh yeah. If she's dead, I don't really care. This will be the last time unless we get the item, in which case we'll do some more to see if we get the second one. No, I keep getting charger barding. Oh well. No Mathuna for us today, because I don't really feel like doing this for like an hour, potentially. Not that it's hard, but it's kind of boring. We'd have to go get the silver liquids too, but those are easier to get, so... I love how the saloon guy just wanders off to deal with it. You hoping the PC version gets modded? It's already getting modded. There is a mod that allows you to... People have found out how to do this already. There's a mod that allows you to walk around towns as your party. It marks the towns as a combat map so you can walk around as your party. It has some interesting side effects because the game's not built for that. There's a mod for custom license boards, which includes a single job because you can just remove the second job tile on the job thingamadings, whatever they're called. So it's a thing. What am I doing with this? I need to fix Gambit. Actually mostly fine. Fine for now, we'll fiddle with stuff later. There's another mod that I forgot what it was though. I can't remember. There's a thread on the Steam discussions, and then there's like a Discord or something where they're doing stuff. Her games don't even do anything, so I don't know why she has it. Just teleport. We could do one quick run to see if those chests will participate. They probably won't because they haven't participated for the past like 2 hours, but hey! If you want to just look at what's released, there's a Nexus mods page for the game. But if you want to see what they're trying to do, there's a Steam discussion. I'm pretty interested in the custom license board just for giggles, mostly. Someone uploaded a few sets of license boards too. Like, someone uploaded the original license board, so if you like the single license board for every character thing, someone has uploaded that. With the additional licenses that are in this version of the game, because there are more licenses. They had to add those to it, but you know, apart from that, it's the same board. If you don't know what I'm doing, there's 3 chests in Cerobi Step that are useful. I'm just running past where they spawn. None of them have, well, one of them spawned, it didn't give me an item though, so there goes that. Let's go back to the tower. We have Reflect, we have Arrow, we have Cloud Staff because we made it. We have Float. That should be all we needed. I believe. The downside is we have to go all the way back up this tower though. Which will be easier this time because everything's already done for us, so kind of just sprint through here. Also, I hit my controller. Unless I wanted to get the red bridges, but I don't really want to get the red bridges right now. We're just gonna act like the red bridges don't exist. Even though they have good items, we'll get them eventually, don't worry about it. I want to minimize fighting things, preferably. And hopefully... we could go the not secret way this time so it doesn't spawn. Hopefully tower doesn't spawn, but we'll see. Because I don't want to fight that either. And it ruins my setup. Because you can't do any setup when there's a giant tower trying to kill you. Man, you can go through this place fast once you get the bridges set up. Some velocity through this area. Took us like an hour and a half to get through here the first time, I think. I mean, 2 people have been turned into stone, but ignore that part, you'll be fine. I don't know what turned them into stone, but they have been turned into it. We did it. Easy. I apologize for any background noises the mic picks up. Kind of loud here. Alright. Probably shouldn't have let him do that because there's a save crystal right here, but whatever. Oh, we have to... Oh, I forgot about that. Well... Oh well. I forgot about the second part of this area. Don't like the second part though. I wish you got access to the elevator sooner. Like, instead of having to complete the area, we were all the way up at Hashmal, however it's pronounced. Why couldn't we get the elevator then? Oh, why are you here? Again. Goodbye, treasure chests. Both times he spawned there. Alright, let's give up our map. I didn't want to read the thing. It's fine. Reading's for losers. Not actually. I like reading. Alrighty, how fast can we get through this area? We have to go basically right next to where we are, don't we? Yep. How convenient. Good first floor. Good job, everyone. Good job, team. And from here, we have to go across. We could just do it that way, yeah. Excuse me. Don't block the door, that's rude. Ow. So the reason I'm just running through here instead of fighting is because it will take much more resources to actually fight things to get through here. We've done it before. Well, mostly done it before. Where do we go? Top left. We have to go from the top right to get there, so... Excuse me, whoa... Doors are hard to use when you're not looking at the screen, by the way. Aww. I wish you had not tried to punch them, Bosch, or poach them, I guess, as the case may be. I should have probably turned off his gambits, considering he's set to just poach things. Doesn't matter though, we're here. Fix my party before I forget. Welcome to weak mode, the place where you die repeatedly most of the time, unless you feel like, you know, farming for a bajillion hours to get items, which is recommended. I don't really like doing it though. At this point in the game, weak mode, you should probably have a Mathuna, you should probably have a brave suit. I have neither. Welcome to my life. How's your day? We would have had the brave suit if the RNG in the game would cooperate with me, but we don't, so hey. There's no in tight this time, sucker. No chest either though, which is just disappointing. Gonna give up our thing again, or get our thing back, I should say. It doesn't matter what you actually do up here, by the way. If you touch any of the other altars, it will just take away what that is, and then you can touch it again and it'll do the thing that is required. You don't have to go find yours. I forgot it's on this side. I don't know why it's on this side, but it is. Alright, so I forgot the pattern for this again. I gotta pull the thing up. Hold on. Unfortunately pauses the game because PC version. Haha. I just need the pattern of things. And I don't remember the page it was on. Or chat could just tell me, one of the two. It was in here somewhere. Alright, let's try this. We'll roll with this. It's not the page I had before, but hey, it'll work. He says, knowing full well it might not work, but hey, it's fine. Where is over there? I knew the first one was black because the first floor is night. I don't remember the rest of them though. This one should be green. There's so many bombs in this god-awful place. There's two paths through here, by the way. One of them is the hidden path, which we've already gone through. And then here is red, I think. I think we may actually be going the same way again. I'm trying not to, but... this one should be... I actually remember, hold on. It'd be red, I think. Ah, it's over there. This is the worst part, because it's all of this crap right before a boss. You don't get to save crystal before the boss. You don't get to heal or anything. This one should be... this one should be the sacrifice. Yeah, we're going the different way, I think. Hey, why are you here? Cataract Avis, which should be... that one? I don't actually remember what color is what. About to find out. Okay, that was the right one. I am dying now. Let's fix this real quick. And then this one is the hidden one, or... always? Well, we may as well do it this way since we're here. Oh. Should not done that, but hey. This is why we bought so many of these things. If I can find them, I need to sort my inventory. Go down there. This one's either the colorless or I think... oh, he hasn't spawned. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good. Take Vaughn out. No, we'll leave Balthier in, I think. We're going to adjust some stuff real quick because we want haste on everyone. Do I play until I knock down Yasmat? You realize how long that would take, considering where we are in the game? Or do you just mean, am I going to do Yasmat eventually? If so, maybe. I kinda don't like doing Yasmat to begin with, though. I already had decoy set up. That's fine, we'll just do bubble. Protect we don't need, we need float on everybody, which is around here somewhere. There it is. Then we need... who has... He does not have it. And she learned it. It's time magic, she should be able to. That's Gambits again, you idiot. Buttons are hard. And we want reflect on everybody. This is a lot of buffs that may or may not last very long. Is that everything? I believe that's everything. And we'll go ahead and heal up while we wait. Like, if you want to see me fight Yasmat, you probably want to come back in like a month. We need Hastega. Reflectica as well. Cause yeah, stuff is wearing off. Take them out of the party real quick. Yeah. Vanillo, Gambits, Ally Reflect. Oh, right, it won't let me do that because it's steel. I kinda hate how it does that, but whatever. I don't have Ally Reflect, do I? Nah, we'll just do it manually, whatever. Yeah, we just do that, it's fine. We can Reflect cast manually. You're Berserk, you're not doing anything because there's nothing you can do, I'm pretty sure. Yet, because he hasn't unlocked the stuff, yeah. You're not gonna do anything. And that's basically that. Alright, Redis is dead. That doesn't matter. This is gonna be the starting party. I wish Balthier still had decoy, but that's fine, probably. We need some more accessories of miscellaneous varieties, like ruby rings. We need 2 more ruby rings. Also, I'm gonna skip this whenever we can because we've already seen it. By we've already seen it, I mean if you were here last time, we can't skip this, can we? That's unfortunate. Oh, we can skip that part of it though. Hey, okay. Vanillo, magic. Excuse me. Both of you, there's nothing you actually need to do, so... It would help if he had decoy on him, but he doesn't. Kinda partially ruins the plan here, but it's fine. We could set his gambit back up for healing. That's what his job used to be. Oh, she's dead. Never mind. Actually, we can swap her out. Bring Vaughn in real quick. It's not going quite as well as I anticipated because Balthier's not actually tanking like he should be, but we don't have any serums, that's right. I forgot to buy more serums. We should get it back up. This is why sorting my inventory confuses me every time, by the way. Alright, we're still reflected. Probably should be careful doing that considering we're still reflected. Oh well, she's dead now, so this solves that. One of these days, he will not instantaneously start targeting Penelo when I bring her out. Also, English is a hard language. Whatever. Oh, you're gonna get by that. Yeah. We don't have a serum, so there's really not a whole lot we can do about him. This is also not going to plan, so... If you're curious what the plan was, it was not what is currently occurring.
Got a surprise for you.
But we'll just do this for a wee bit. Because he's probably about to kill Vaughn, unfortunately.
Let me show you how it's done.
You can do every boss in the game without quickenings in weak mode, by the way. It requires you have a better setup than I do, preferably not having 12 jobs. If you have 12 jobs, you're gimping yourself, but I already knew that. Look man, I said we're gonna do 12 jobs, we're doing 12 jobs. Are we winning? Not really.
Let me show you how it's done.
If you want to do this fight really fast, you get 3 black mages that all have float and reflect, and you just spam Aruga. That'll do something like... Was that like 40,000 damage every time they finish casting or something stupid? It's pretty good. Hey, actually, is it 40,000? No, it's like 30-something thousand. It's close enough. You get the idea. If you haste on them, they can cast that every, you know... What was it, like second long cast or something like that? Anyway, how you doing, Pandosity? There was a mischarge there.
It ends now.
Oh, that was disappointing. Hold on 1 second. Zip pause. Checking something real quick. Glad I checked that. Alright. Quality. You're feeling moderately alright. Well, that's moderately good. This is not going to do very much damage to him, by the way, as you can tell. Do we have... We have a reverse mode. Estega mode, Reflectica mode. Does this go through Reflect? I don't remember. It does. And of course, the other thing, if you're going to be using people with guns, is they should be at crit health. These people are not. I wish Vaughn had float. But we don't have a float mode. Curiously enough. Rather strange. So he's about to do the big hit, which is going to kill Vaughn. Yeah. Or it should kill Vaughn. If it doesn't kill him, I think it inflicts stop, so... It did not kill him, and of course he can't be crit health because... God, dude, chill. Chill, dude! No, of course she gets disease right then. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's get her back up though. Oh, it's gone to this system now. I see. Equip you. Take that off. What? Oh. I believe we have a wee bit of a problem. Oops. That didn't help. A wee bit of a problem being the whole we're going to die thing. Because I forgot to get more serum. The lack of serum makes the whole being alive thing rather difficult. This is just going to be a 30 long chain of level 1 quickenings, question mark? The answer is no, it's not going to be that, but hey. Imagine if it was, though. That would do very little damage, considering a 30 long chain.
You're going to love this one.
Disease is the worst status ailment in probably any Final Fantasy game. Because it can only be removed by serum or, I think, remedy level 3, which not everyone gets remedy level 3. It doesn't get removed by death. Being revived with disease leaves you with 1 HP. It's rather unfortunate. No. Usually gets inflicted at the end of the fight, and no one gets XP. It's true. We of course obviously have a problem here. Ow. Because Fran just tried to cast Cure on herself. That's not necessarily what you should be doing with your free time there, considering it hit the boss, but that's fine. Because your Cure is garbage, I just went past them. Bosch, can you actually do something? I forgot you don't do anything in this. Is he up to CT0? He is. Making the battle speed faster does nothing for me right now, but we're going to anyway. So he's at CT0, so changing the battle speed does nothing for him. It just speeds up my dude. My dudes. Not items. Items are still slow, unfortunately. As long as he doesn't combo. As long as he doesn't do that, preferably. I think we might be in trouble. Because I was kind of hoping he wouldn't do that right there. Oh, we're still alive. Oh, but he's using an X potion. That's not good. Fran. Both of you, get him up. Oh, you fool. Fran, can you... Is she actually targeting the boss with that, or herself? Actually targeting the boss with that. There, just do something, Fran. I don't care what. Are you Phoenix Downing? I think you are. You're not, apparently. Oh, damn it. The cycle of Phoenix Downing continues. God damn it. Why does it take so long for them to get up when they're revived, you know? Oops. Well, I've ruined that. So how's your day, chat? Because we're about to lose. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's act like that didn't happen and move on with our lives. Question mark. Let's try this again. Oh, this is before I set all the Ashes Gambits, isn't it? Yeah. You know what, actually, hold on. Bring those off. We want everyone to have haste, but we can do that with a moat. We want specific people to have reflect and float. That's what cats do, my man. They walk back and forth in front of things. What is... green magic? Oh. Did I teach her reflect up here? I did. I taught her reflect before the quick save, autosave, whatever. She has to manually cast now, which I hate doing, but hey, it's fine. Buff one at a time so the timer doesn't go down. This is a fair point, actually. Unfortunately, Ash always has to be out, so... But she's not super important here, I'm just giving her the buffs in case she's around. In case you didn't know you could do that, you can do that. The cancel thing that I just did, if you're confused about what I'm talking about. both of you in for float real quick. Can't get auto float for Balthier. Do we have the item for it? Because I'm pretty sure I skipped a bunch of items. Yeah, we don't have it. We have auto haste, which isn't too big for him. Immune to oil. There's no immune to disease, except for ribbon. Ribbon doesn't count. I mean, we could give him like more HP or something, but it's not too important. It's from the clan dude. Is that how I want it? Probably. I forgot to heal before he walked over here. We'll do it real quick. Forgot to heal before I did the buffing, but... He also doesn't have decoy. I forgot about that. That's fine. Probably. Probably not. We'll see. I mean, if he gets it with disease, because I don't have any serums, because I'm an idiot, it doesn't really help us any. If we can get past this fight, I think we're a lot better on the next one. Because Famfreet, I believe, is he weak to fire? Question mark? He's vulnerable to it, at least, I'm pretty sure. I never got any more dispel modes, did I? I forgot about those. Oh. Be good to dispel the protect, but... Vanilla, why are you stealing? Vanella's gonna attract, like, literally unlimited aggro by doing this, so... But this is basically, if you had a proper party setup, what you would be doing until the fight ends. Oh well, she's dead now, so... Get her back up real quick and just do this. Essentially want you to die, but you know. Preferably you'd have a tank with decoy and bubble. And then you would have serums to get rid of the disease that your tank inevitably gets. We're gonna do this the difficult way though, apparently. You know what I could have done is make sure I have a secondary party set up with float, and then once he readies Quake Joe, we can just swap that party in. That way, in case float wears off during the fight. Oh, the mischarge is still there. I never expect the Spanish mischarge Inquisition, question mark. Have we had level 3 for Pinello every time? I didn't that time. Ow.
Here goes.
You're going to love this one.
This takes so long. I wish there was a faster version of this. Like, just this, but without the really long animations. Like how in a lot of games you can shorten the summon animations and stuff. Why can't we can't shorten the quickenings? I don't think. We can shorten the summon animations in this game. But I don't think we can shorten these, which makes me a little bit bothered. Because this is way longer than summons, but hey. But then it would be a rhythm game. Exactly, I like rhythm games.
How it's done.
You just continuously have to do the 3 buttons in the bottom right until it runs out of time. Easy. I'm pretty sure we've gotten like no level 3s, so this isn't going to be a great ending unless we start getting a whole lot of RNG going at the end here.
Let me show you how it's done.
Well, that's not quite the RNG I was hoping for, I can tell you that much. You should be able to get Black Hole if you get 18 level 1s in a row. That should just give you Black Hole. None of this level 3 nonsense.
I never miss.
Balthier is just carrying now. Nobody else has done anything, just Balthier. He's out of charge now though. Mischarge? RNG be, oh there's the second one. RNG be praised. You've met your quota for the week on Z's. Hello. Am I that bored? The answer is yes.
I got it.
No, that's it. There's another mischarge. We could have kept it going if we had just a little more time. "21 hits, but I think none of them were level 3. Yep. Wind burst. Feels bad though. If that was elemental, it would do a lot of damage to him, but it's not, so it won't. Vanello, go away, you're being targeted. Never mind. Oh, she's being healed, that's why. You could at least cast Arrow on it while you're here, I guess. Nice miss, my dude. Like, she still does decent damage, even without Reflect abuse. Which I don't want to use because she doesn't have Reflect. Be wary about it. Oh, she has disease, so there goes her usefulness. It should do the thing soon. There it goes. Oh, it's doing Rock Sword, never mind. Eventually. Eventually. There it goes. Battle Cry, which gives it CT0, I'm pretty sure, so. Disease seems like such a weird status affliction. It is a bit. It's also only an end game. It doesn't show up till you basically get to this point in the game. So that will of course miss. These guys will begin spamming the bullet with a velocity. Nope, we have lost our float. And we've gained a disease, so Balthier is no longer tanking. What we could do right before he dies didn't get Fran up to level 3, but that's okay. Right before Balthier inevitably dies because he has disease and I can't fix it, let's try and get some quickening off of him. If we can, apparently.
You're mine.
I think the only way to make yourself immune to disease is ribbon. I don't think there's an item for it, but maybe there is.
Got a surprise for you.
Nice. Balthier's joining in.
I never miss.
So after this, even if Balthier stops getting attacked, we're going to take him out of the party because he's not useful anymore.
Let me show you how it's done.
A vaccine.
Heads up!
If only we could go to a doctor and get shots. Vaccine was renamed to serum. It doesn't make you immune to it, it just gets rid of it. Same item. I don't know why it was renamed to serum, but whatever. Not the weirdest renaming they did. Yeah, immune.
Please.
Oh, there's a mischarge. Bang. Well, we got a level 3 at least. I think this is the only one we've had so far. Not really what I wanted. No. Oh. We got some damage out of Balthier, that's what I wanted. What does she say there? It sounds like she says cry when it explodes. She says break. Balthier's still being targeted, so I'll just wait for him to die. Bring Ash in. Make sure Ash doesn't have any gambits. Okay. Who are you targeting? Me, that's fine. Do what you want, fiend. Basically what I'm just gonna do is control Ash and manually force heal people. For a little bit here. Right, you guys don't have your berserk stuff. This crack. Sometimes crumble. Okay. It's just the way she said it sounded funny. Good God, dude. There's a lot of damage you did there. Alright, let's do this. Fran, this is your time to shine. Thank you for not comboing, because if he'd comboed, we would have died. Or Fran would have died, at least. Would have ruined that plan rather rapidly. Should have used Ashes instead of Fran. That was a bad decision. Maybe. Possibly bad decision. All we need to do is kill this dude and we can get a save point. Because there's a save point between here and the next boss. No, there's another mischarge. You've been winning all these boss battles with quickenings, got any black holes yet? Surprisingly, no. I've gotten, okay. I've gotten Evanescence, no, Luminescence. Evanescence is the band. I've gotten Luminescence, which I think is the one right before White Hole.
It ends now.
We don't get enough level 3s is why we don't get black holes. I would prefer to not win boss battles with quickenings, but I don't have the I don't have the setup to do this very easily. I can't lie, I did listen to quite a lot of Evanescence. It's 4 of each for Black Hole, right? 4-3, 4-2, and 4-1. Originally I thought it was 6 of each, but then someone said 4, so I don't know. Hey, it's Firefox. We don't really have much time, so unless we get lucky, I don't think we'll get anything else. No. Oh, it was a Shatter Heart too! I was trying. I was mashing the button. That would have been actually really good if we'd gotten that. That might have given us... that would have been 3 level 3s. Maybe White Hole. That's unfortunate. Oh hey, speak of the devil, it's Luminescence again. Okay, so it is low. Have you do that. You two re-equip your stuff. We should stop going that way, but whatever. As long as we get the heal off in time, we did not. This is unfortunate. Run away, ow. Oh, whatever. Bosh, get in here. We're gonna have to do this, because if we don't do this, it's kind of probably gonna be an issue. What? Oh. Bosh, don't poach the boss. It's not how this works. If Ran hadn't died there, I was just gonna let them, the 2 Berserk people, auto it to death. Oh, goddammit. But considering Fran died before the X potion went off, I have to do this the difficult way. Otherwise known as the way that's not auto-attacking.
How about some of this?
Red Spiral is probably my favorite level 1, by the way.
How about some of this?
Alright. I missed a Red Spiral, but I was really looking for a mischarge. I'm aware the Red Spiral was there. Now I'm mad that we didn't get a mischarge, though. He doesn't have much health. In fact, he has so little health that we can just auto him and he'll die, so... I don't really care who does it, just somebody get an attack off. Have fun. There you go. Oh wait, no, he's gonna do this and kill everyone. Never mind. I swear to God if this inflicts, stop. Okay. With it slow. We're good. Easy. Easiest fight of my life, to be honest. Vaughn still had float on. Easy game. You guys thought we were gonna lose, ha? Anyway, now that we've done that, we can actually get to a save point. You obtain the Esper, Hashmal, Bringer of Order. Hashmal is one of the fights in FF14, by the way. Hashmal, Mateus, and some dude from Tactics whose name I've forgotten. He's like the wheelchair demon thing. Not a wheelchair, the chariot demon thing. And then another enemy from Tactics, whose name I also forgot, but he's like a Egyptian dude made of swords and stuff. Pretty sure he's from Tactics. But anyway, those are in the Rabanastre raid. Hashmal is a cool fight. Mateus is kind of boring. It is a 24-man raid, so they're all kind of boring, because it's 24-man. It's supposed to be easy, but you know. Details.
The din of the mist grows greater.
The Suncrist must be near.
I wonder if she'll really do it. Take revenge against the Empire. I mean, I know how she must feel. It's hard, losing someone you care about.
Something we all got in common.
But you know, no matter how hard we try, we can't change the past. There's nothing that can bring them back. Still, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see them so clearly.
Illusions of the past. You think to have cast them off, only to find them years later. Unwearying, unrelenting. The past can bind a man as surely as irons.
By the way,
true path.
if you pay attention to this cutscene, Ash teleports like 4 times during it. Because at one point she's actually walking up the stairs, like back there somewhere. Those stairs right there, I'm pretty sure, is the one she's walking up. But we're up here looking at her that way, and then she teleports up here, and then it's a very confusing cutscene for positioning, but you know. Here's our save point. Glory be to the save point. So for this fight, I don't think we need any special setup besides Ash being in the party, for one. Besides oil. Actually, do we, I need to probably look something up. Let me check. Okay, so it does work on him. That's what I thought. And I'm pretty sure it works on Femfrit. Wherever the hell that went. There it is. Doesn't work on Sid, which I knew. Have to do Sid the boring garbage way. Yes, Femfrit should be easy. Can you even oil without the item at this point? Oil is a spell. You can cast it. So we can oil Gabranth. Oilers, I guess. We can oil Femfrit. Femfrit will be super easy because Femfrit's weak to fire. But Sid cannot be oiled. Unfortunately, he's weak to holy. That doesn't really help us any. And he's immune to basically everything, but Sid's HP in this fight is a bit low. So. Some enemies can still be oiled even if they're immune to the spell. I don't think that's actually true. If they're immune to oil, they can't get oil from anywhere. It's just that item makes you can't miss with that item. Like if you're trying to apply a status ailment to it, you cannot miss if you use the Nihu Haflapalar. Whereas if you try to apply it normally, it has a chance to miss. Water summons immune to fire? I'm pretty sure it's weak to fire. Despite being the water summon that absorbs water, yes. Pretty sure it's weak to fire. Don't ask why, it's just, don't worry about it. Oh, you meant it was funny, not
so
immune.
This
okay.
is the Sun Christ.
The Sun Christ. The biggest problem with this should be... Well, we're not crit hell, so it's probably not going to help any, but the biggest problem should be Sid.
Here. With this sword, he cut the Sun Christ and took its power in his hand.
But you're going to use the sword to destroy the Sun
Banfreet should be easy. Gabranth, we'll see.
Don't interrupt me, Vaughn.
Deep breathing is go. That was a bit loud.
Lord Rasler.
You want revenge? You would have me use the stone?
Why does she do that? I don't actually know.
The Empire? Is this my duty? Is this what you want?
I assume some sort of dramatic effect.
Why do you hesitate? Take what is yours. The Christ is a blade. It was meant for you. Wield it. Avenge your father. Yes, it was I who wore Bashi's face, who cut down the life of Dalmasca. Lady Ash, your father's murderer is here.
You and Rex!
I slew your king. I slew your country. Do these deeds not demand vengeance? Yes, good. Find your wrath. Take up your sword. Fight, and serve those who die before you.
A Judge Magister there was. 2 years passed. He took in his hand the Midlight Shard, stolen from Nabradia, and used it not knowing what he did. And Nabudis was blown away. Sid ordered this of him, to learn the Nethicite's true power. That man swore never to let such terrible power be used again. He forsook his Judicer's plate and his name.
Judge Zect.
It's been too long, Gabranth. Reach out your hand, Lady Ash. But remember, that which you must grasp is something beyond revenge, something greater than despair. Something beyond our reach. Try as we might, Gabranth, history's chains bind us too tightly.
No, we cannot escape the past. This man is living proof. What is your past, daughter of Damaska? Did you not swear revenge? Do the dead not demand it?
It'd be cool if he got to use his weapon, but you don't. Makes me sad.
Wrestler, my prince, our time was short. Yet
My
I know
favorite thing
this.
about RPGs, they always just...
You are not the kind to take base revenge!
Everyone always just kind of waits around while people talk and stuff. It's great. They're very polite about it.
The wrestler I knew is gone.
You are our saint, Tashalia Banaghan. You must use the Nephesite. You must be the one to straighten history's weave.
I am no false saint for you to use.
Ash.
In all Dalmasca's long history, not once did we rely on the Dusk Shard. Our people resolved never to use it, though their need might be dire. That was the Dalmasca I wanted back. To use the stone now would be to betray that. I will destroy the Sun Christ. I will discard the stone.
You claim no need of power? What of your broken kingdom's shame? The dead demand justice!
You're wrong.
Huh?
What would change? I can't help my brother now. My brother's gone. He's dead.
Even with power, we cannot change what is past. What is done, is done.
I forgot how long this scene was.
Power, what future can you claim? What good a kingdom you cannot defend?
Then I will defend Queen and Kingdom both.
Ha! Defend? You? You who failed Landis and Dalmasca. What can shame hope to keep safe? Your shield is shattered. Your oaths poison those you would protect.
Alrighty, so, step one, when the fight starts immediately. Open the menu. Fix this, because I forgot to change it. Go to... green? Green. And then fuck off so I don't die, preferably. Did we never learn... Hold on. Hey. Ashma. It's white magic, isn't it? We never learned to dispel. Alright. Thanks, me. Does dispel remove oil? About to find out, I guess. No, okay. So Gabroth is gonna be easy, as it turns out.
Do not think killing the Kingslayer will win you back your honor. When you abandoned home and kin, your name was forever stained with blood.
Rude? So, Ash is being targeted. Unfortunately. He's immune to magic, oh no. What do we do? So that was why I just said oh no, because she does actually need to be alive. He's too far away. Okay, there they go. She just needs to be alive to... Good God, Redis. To cast oil, which apparently has been removed from his person, so... He has haste, which is unfortunate, but... Oh, he's dead already. Never mind. Pants heavily.
So you, too, would leave your debts unpaid.
Enough of this! I can bear no more.
Hey, Sid.
You disappoint me, Gabranth.
What?
He trusted you. When you bared steel against the princess, you forswore your obligations to your emperor. You shame yourself and make mockery of Lord Lars's trust. You are unfit to serve him as sword or shield, and so I release you from that service. Your presence is neither required nor welcome. Gabranth!
I love that look Sid gives. The little side glance, it's great.
You were only a tool of this Venar.
How quaint. We are allies. The Acuria give men power as a master feeds his dog. It is meant to tame us. How well you've resisted their wile. By turning your back on their stones, you give us free hand to write our own history.
And at what price? Dalmasca's freedom for your Nethicite? I shall not suffer you to have it. The Suncrest be damned!
Oh, be sure that it is! For what other purpose do you think you've brought us here? But, my lady, I would have you stay your Acurian sword. The Suncrest is glutted with mist, and so precious a thing must not be squandered. Let us use the stone! Finish this for now!
Floats into the sky.
Shards of Nethicite, cocoon of the Suncrest, spill forth your mist upon this evil east. Let sea and sky be awash in it, that Bahamut may come and drink his fill.
Sid's voice actor is actually probably one of the best ones. It's a shame he barely talks in the game. Shady evil monsters unable to access this dimension are never allies. That's true. Also moans.
How brightly burned their lanthorn! Casts it back the shadow of Acurian design, testament that man's history shall be his alone!
You made your Nethicite for this. You mimic the Acuria stone for what? To become a god yourself?
On whose shoulders better to stand than those of the would-be gods? Ah, such high hopes I once had, but you ran, and they with you. Alas, the hour of your return is late. Come, family, revel in the glory of my triumph!
Alright, so, step 1. Now that the fight has started, watch Ash die because she's being targeted again. Take Wormfire Shot off because Sid doesn't care for your elemental stuff. And then watch Ash die. I should probably try to heal her, maybe. Ow. Well, we just killed her anyway because it did more damage than she has health. Good to know. She does, again, need to be alive, so... He has haste. This is unfortuitous. So I can't remove it for a second. This is why... Oh, goddammit. This is why I like having dispel notes, so that everyone can do it.
No pity from me! Stand and fight!
Do we actually... We should remove that before he becomes immune, because if he becomes immune with that, it's going to be a bit of a problem. And I'll just take her out of the party so she doesn't die. Guns versus guns, yeah. So at 50% he should become immune. Okay.
Behold the manufactured Nethicite, the fruit of our power and knowledge. See what the Stone of Man is capable of. Witness its power with your own eyes. Fanfreed, to me!
With your own eyes. Weird how quiet it gets during summons. Alright, so Cid is immune. We're using Berserk, so occasionally we're going to hit him, which is unfortunate, but... Wish we had another Wormfire shot, but that's okay. Ash, time, no green magic, oil, Famfreet. Dispel it if we can, but oil is important. It missed! This is bad. We needed her to get that, because otherwise we have a V-bit of an issue. Come on, dude. Oh, he's using an X potion. He's also being targeted, so I can't swap him out. Vaughn. The oil is more important than getting rid of Protect. There we go. Okay. Now we can try to get rid of Protect. Because it should be taking copious amounts of damage now. 12,000 with Protect up. That's pretty good. Again, oh, you cast Protect back on, that's rude. Occasionally we'll hit Cid, it's just a side effect of using Berserk. I don't know what Aquaja does, because you're supposed to kill it before cast this, but hey, here we are. Welcome to not having Mithuna and Bravery. Oh my god, her health. If you have Mithuna and Bravery, you can kill Famfreet in like 7 shots, so... I guess I could have kept Ash in the party to keep dispelling, but it's almost dead anyway. You idiots would hit it, thank you. The triple boss fight is actually easier than Hushmal, which is comical. Alright. Take Wormfire shot off and just hit him. Did he buff himself? He did. Oh, he's still immune. Perfect timing. Except he's probably about to kill Ash. Why do I keep calling her Ass? She has a nice butt, I know, but that's not her name. Cid has so many cool attacks. I'm not gonna lie, he's such cool attacks. You just never get to really see them most of the time because he has no health. Yeah. You appear to be resistant to guns. So what we're going to do is actually figure out how much damage this does. Because I don't want to take forever in this fight. $10,000 just takes 10,000, okay. 1-to-1 ratio. That's pretty good, actually. For some reason, he's resistant to guns. That's rather strange. Gonna be expensive, but whatever. We can get more Gil anyway. Gil is unlimited if you feel like getting it, so. We did it! PogChamp. PogChamp in chat, etc, etc. You don't actually have to. Instead, you can moan like Cid in chat if you feel like it. Gil Toss is a weird attack, but it's really powerful.
Let him by, Fenar. It is done. Ah, how I have enjoyed these 6 years.
The pleasure was all mine.
Was there no other way? Huh. Spend your pity elsewhere. If you are so set on running, hadn't you best be off, fool of a pirate?
Fran? Fran!
The mist burns to bursting. It beats. The cocoon.
The cocoon. Also, this scene doesn't, like... We're supposed to be running.
The Suncrist bursts.
How do we survive
You must
anything
run
that happens here?
as far as you can.
Easy, Fran.
Hadn't you best be off? That's what a sky pirate does. You fly, don't you?
It's real polite of the crystal to wait, I guess.
Ash, the sword! We have to stop it!
We survive because plot. I mean, that's really the only argument. This thing, we're like right next to it the entire time.
You must quit this place. It's reacting. I've not seen its like before. Nay, never this large. Never such threat impendent.
Hey, Pendosity, thanks for hanging out.
For Nabudis.
Redis! Redis, no!
I, Judge Magister, condemn you to oblivion!
Again, we're still here, I want to point that out. At no point in that process do we leave the building, and it blows up in a nuclear blast that you can see from everywhere else in the world, and somehow we're all fine. So I don't know, man. Plot, etc., etc. Plot armor is thick. How could he die? A guest, you say? Everyone likes a good guest. I wonder who it could possibly be.
XII?
Oh, hey, it's this guy.
We let
Everyone's favorite.
ourselves inside. The situation is one demanding some haste, you understand?
How did you know where we were?
My little birds, they tell me many, many things. My lady, the war begins now.
Then you were unsuccessful in stopping the Rosarian fleet?
I used a variety of methods. All went according to plan until it came time to request withdrawal of our most devoted generals. In their enthusiasm for war, our great military leaders went behind my back straight to Marquis Sandor's resistance.
The Resistance?
During training, a division of the Resistance ignored their orders and disappeared. They were next found exchanging broadsides with the Imperials over Old Nabradia.
Why would they go there? They were asking to be found.
You misunderstand. Those ships must surely belong to Rosarian Division. They may have joined Ondor's resistance forces as patriots or even mercenaries, but in reality they are regulars of the Rosarian army, under direct command of our war pavilion. This fifth column has invaded Imperial airspace and provoked a response. Unable to abandon them, His Excellency the Marquis was obliged to give his main fleet the order to attack. And the battleground is Dalmasca.
Should this fight drag on, Rosaria will enter the fray. The defense of Dalmasca is their excuse, and we will have a war between empires.
Correct. They will bide their time waiting to strike until the Empire has spent itself against the Marquis. But then he will crush them and the Marquis both between his hands.
Vayne holds the Dusk Shard no longer. His advantage is lost.
Vayne has advantages enough. He stands on higher ground, and my birds tell me he has awoken something quite large. Bahamut, Lord of the Sky. There was a stirring in the mist, in the direction of Ridorana, I am told. Bahamut awoke soon after this.
It is the mist that came before the Christ was undone. It breathed life into this Bahamut. If Rethers had not stopped it when he did, how much more mist might it have drunk? All went according to Dr. Sid's designs.
Yes, the man's last great accomplishment, I fear. And so it falls to me to put an end to the thing.
Vayne commands Bahamut himself?
He comes to Rabanastar.
Then I will defend Dalmasca and stop this Bahamut. This is my charge.
That's our charge, actually.
So many
It's our
cutscenes.
home. It belongs to us all.
And my charge is to hinder and delay this Rosarian invasion for as long as is possible. I will do what I can. Ah, yes. When this unpleasantness is done, you must come to Rosaria. I will take you to the Amber Vale of Clan Margrace. Such things I will show you. Until then, I will be waiting.
We all know where it leads when someone says, "Such things I will show you." Also, it's kind of cute how Fran just smiles as Balthier gets flustered. Not the time to hit on Ash. He hits on everybody all the time, probably. This could be bad. Alright. So, that's actually the final thing that we do is go to the Bahamut. In case you don't know. The Bahamut consists of a second fight against Gubroth, And technically like 3 fights against Vayne. We should check the shops actually. Because I think the shops change after you do Ridorana. Well, Pharaohs, I should say. Now I don't actually have the faintest idea how we're going to kill the final boss. Those are the same. Those are also the same, so no, the shops didn't change any. That's unfortunate. Probably nothing new in Rabanester either. Because the final boss has piercing magic that does like 4k. Plus every hit. We don't have 4k health except for Balthier. He also has a lot of health and a health bar that I can't see, and he becomes immune to physical twice, and magical twice, but don't use magic. So I don't really know how we're gonna do that. I'll have to find out a way. I was gonna end the stream, but we'll go do the Bahamut cutscenes and then I'll end the stream. Because there's a bunch of cutscenes for when you fly to Bahamut, and then like when we actually go there for realsies, we can just sort of skip them. Get the story all in one condensed thing. Because before we actually do Bahamut, we're gonna have to actually do some serious finding of items. Because we need equipment to do this. Locked everything relevant on the license board? I believe so, yeah. I mean, between this and the next stream, I'm gonna just go ahead and unlock all of the license board. Probably, for everyone. And then we just need the items to do it. We need Mithuna. We need the other gun that's right below it, whose name I've forgotten. We need another Wormfire shot, because I think we can get another one. May not actually be useful for Vayne, but it'll be useful for other things. We need 3 pieces, well at least probably 2 pieces of the Brave suit.
This wind, what could it be?
We need a lot of stuff.
A tornado? Tornado? It's headed right for us!
We're probably gonna run it this way!
Yeah, we need to stock up on consumables too. Mostly just serum and remedies though. Refill our X potions and we'll be alright.
Make your target the Resistance heavy cruiser.
Our dear Cid, slain by his son. A common tale of late.
Firing solution complete. Sighting is good. Release valves open. The nether sites are critical. Auxiliary show clear.
Oh yeah, we will want some motes. You're not wrong.
They've already surrendered.
Let us make of this an offering. One he might see even now. Vena, what say you?
The main battery stands ready.
I beg you.
Fire.
That was rather loud, good God.
Why this?
Once they see that there can be no surrender, the Resistance must needs come at us with all they have. We will answer their attack head-on and destroy them, before the eyes of all Rabanastre.
If you do this, the people will only grow to hate you the more.
And should I pardon them, they will only rise up yet again.
I do not believe they would. In cooperation lies our hope. You are mistaken. You are wrong, brother.
And if I am? You had best find the strength you need to correct me then.
Ship sighted ahead! A score or more! The Resistance fleet, my lord!
Hear this! Today we write the first page of a new history. Our history. Each of you must play his part. Put down this rebellion. For Arcadia, we fight!
For Arcadia!
I'm glad he gave a speech to like 20 people.
May fortune favor us all.
This is Alto's leader. Keep your formations tight. Give them a warm welcome. Plenty more to choose from. Right for the taking.
Also, they did everything involving airships so well in this game. This looks like a proper battle. Look at this, man.
All ships clear. Give word to the cannons. Make ready and fire.
We have a clean line.
Prepare the second volley. Be quick. By the gods.
Carrier Gallivald, she's lost. Unknown ship from abaft.
Could it be?
Uncle, it is I. I'm crossing to the Bahamut to stop Vane.
What are you saying? You are too rash. Your duties come after the battle is over.
If we allow them to destroy us here, there will be no after. You must assist our charge.
Stop! You must pull back. Stop the stroll.
Hold it. I mean, wait. This is Master Solidor. I'm going in with her, so we're fine. I got the princess covered.
Larsa Solidor? So you hold him as a hostage?
No, Uncle. He will fight with us against Vane. Leave it to us.
Anytime they use the intercom, it's so jarring.
Understood. Our fate is in your hands.
Because for some reason it's so much louder than their normal voices.
Yes.
I got the princess covered.
Lars would say that. We're relying on you for fire support. Give them something to think about. We'll pick our moment and make our move. quite the welcome. Careful.
One follows.
Ah, you want to dance? Then let's dance.
A new partner.
It's not easy being this popular, you know. There it is.
Also, you think the docking port would be a little bit better defended in the middle of a war, perhaps? You know, maybe have some guns, or perhaps some guards, or really anything at all. Not a very well thought out defense scene they got here.
Vane will be in the fortress's command tower. I saw something of the like on our way in here. Right above our heads.
We need not fight all the Empire to win. If we can get to Vane, we can put an end to this war.
Let's get going then. Find Vane wherever he's perched and knock him off.
You've returned! Welcome back, Pandosity. Oh, we're not going for the end. I was just playing the cutscenes. I'm just gonna, very quickly, before I end the stream, show you what happens if you hang out in this area for too long. Or really, for that matter, try to fight literally anything in this area. In fact, we'll head to the center, because the center is where you need to be. Actually, we won't, because that plays another cutscene. This is actually working surprisingly well. These guys are usually quite difficult. We are burning through X potions, though. Alright, well, we're not going in the center, but the gist is there's a lot of dudes here. They do pretty decent damage, and they never stop spawning, so it's in your best interest not to hang around or you'll use a bunch of resources all the time. Pretty good for LP, I guess, but if you need LP at this point, there's a wee bit of a problem in your gameplay. But anyway, you also can't leave. So, once you're here, that's it. Great for grinding levels. The XP they give is garbage, because Empire soldiers always give garbage XP, and I don't really know why. But, you know. If you wanted to, there's no proper map for this place, I'll show it to you. It's the same as the crystal. If you want to, there are 4 of these smaller rooms, these bulkheads. These are not the bulkheads. 4 of those smaller rooms are the treasure chest, and 4 of these larger rooms like this, around in a circle, around the center area. And if you want, you can just run around in circles through the outer area for like ever. Because the outer area is fairly easy. If you go to the center area, you have to deal with the rooks and the spheres and stuff, and the rooks and spheres and things will actually kill you if you hang out there long enough. Even if you are level appropriate to complete the game, if you hang out in the central area too long, you're gonna eventually die to something, so. But hey, you could hang out and do this, for instance. We're burning through X potions, and they're giving us Phoenix Downs, which is not what we want, but you get the gist. Anyway, next time I stream, should be tomorrow? I don't know, I'll post it on Twitter, but next time I stream we have to do some item hunting and stuff. We'll see when I stream, I don't know. Level appropriate, so level 3? No, I mean like level 50. You're intended to beat the game at approximately level 50 to 60. I think the final boss is like 55 or 56, so Anyway, that's the end of the stream, so thanks for watching and stuff and things and hanging out in the chat and all that jazz. I'll see you guys next time. Check Twitter or just follow or whatever. You've done well so far. We're almost to the end of the story, which is not what I was expecting. But anyway, bye!